So I have another problem. I got an invite to this trophy place, but I'm not sure if it's safe or not. I always regard certain areas as no good, and I should only be working in the city. So I figure, well, if I haven't answered by 5 o'clock today, I don't need to answer until Tuesday. If I'll go to the interview on Wednesday or not. But I don't know. I don't really like to work for family firms. I like to work for real businesses. But saying that, yeah, but I keep thinking, oh, is this place okay? Is this place not? And on my radar, it's coming across as, oh, I shouldn't be working there. So I haven't actually replied yet. And I don't like to be scared of businesses because I always think I'm throwing away perfectly good jobs. And I was going to start a tact of just attending every interview that I get so that I can give myself some opportunity of getting a job. But I don't know whether I should go to this one because I have like a gut feeling that it's not the place where I should be going. I don't want to be like, put under some attack because I went to the wrong business. So I generally don't go for family businesses. I like to go for bigger businesses. And I had an interview with another company, like I think yesterday, or was it the day before? It was sometime in this week anyways. And they're a major business in the city, and I think I would rather that one, even though I was checking out on an interview with them before. But and I keep thinking, oh, this place across just 2 stops away from Central on the same line that I traveled to get to Central anyways. It's like gonna be like the worst place to work. And I'm like, I don't know if any of my thoughts are actually true or not, but I don't want to like be around people who aren't, who are like a little rough or tough, and it's not really my scene. I like professionals because they have the tendencies to make you feel more comfortable. Even if they're the worst people in the world. So I prefer like a professional-ish environment. So I said, oh, family-run business in this location, which I've been avoiding. I've been avoiding so many like jobs because it says, oh, this location on the thing. And I said, I don't want that place. I want in the city. And I don't want to like bend my stick and make leeway for this job and get into trouble, because it's not in the city. Like my rule of thumb is any job in the city is fine, and I should go for any job in the city. But I have been to other interviews around the city. I went to one in I don't know where it was, but it was like 10 minutes from the city on the train line, and I had to walk, and it had a hill, and I could see the city from it. And it's like not, the stop before the city. It's 2 stops like before the city. So like 3 or 4 stops before the city. And that was actually fun. Like it was a little, I think it's in one of those places that used to be kind of rough, but it was actually fine. So I went to that interview, okay, but I tried to just get city interviews, and I said, well, this place isn't in the city, it's just 2 stops away from the city, and that means it's not in the city, and I shouldn't be going to it. So, but, I think this job was on the top seat, on the top of the list on Seek, as one of the jobs that is supposed to be professional, but I don't know. I just got like this, you know, heavy feeling about it. Like it's not really the kind of place I want to be. So so I haven't made my decision over it. Even though I said, like, when I was, applying, I said, screw it, I'm just going to apply for everything and see how it goes. But I do look for, like, Brisbane, like, city on the things, and it says, Brisbane city and surrounds, and I still apply for them. And then, I find out it's in a place that I've been kind of avoiding. And I'm like, I say big, because I don't know whether I actually want to go to it or not. Or whether I want to work there. So I've got like mixed brains about it today. Should I like go and see, or should I just ignore it and say, well, I don't really want to work for a big business, which is like some family company. I don't really want to work there, so I'd rather work in a big business company where it has diverse range of peoples, maybe. But saying that if this place was like so cool and relaxed and you just do your job and then you go home, but I don't want like a lot of pressure. I mean, small family businesses are like a lot of pressure on your shoulders usually, so I don't really like to have all the pressure, on my shoulders, sort of thing. So, but yeah, so I haven't like, I'm sort of like egging on about it. I could easily forget it. And I was contacted several times by this person who employed me, and she's like going, with this scam job. And like, she still doesn't know that I'm just going to ignore her one day to make it go away, but she's still saying this is a legitimate employment. And I said, no, it's just functional. It's like, the will doesn't work when you don't have a bank account there to, retrieve the money. So I said something like that. And she ended up just saying, what is it with your bank account, And then she said, like, my name in question mark. And then I kept on ignoring her. And then she says, do you refuse to continue with your employment or something? And I'm just not answering her anymore. Because she can't actually fix what's wrong with my bank account. I don't want to go into the bank itself and fix the issue. And the issue will only be fixed with the closure of my account. And I don't really want to lose that account. That's my good account to do things like fall for scams on. And so I'm just ignoring the account. One of these days I'm going to go to the city and try and withdraw money using the account number, but I don't think it works on the account without the card, but I can always try. But so I'm basically not talking to her anymore. I think the scam is you getting in trouble for having had retrieved money and having your bank account shut down and puts you on the bad list. So I think that's her scam, really, to have you kicked out from as many banks as possible. As long as you're willing to give her the account numbers, they're going to keep closing until I stop it. So I'm not really contacting them anymore, and I'm not treating their job as serious anymore. I mean, it was earning me money for the first few months, but now it's just like I said in that remark, it was dysfunctional. So it is totally dysfunctional. I'm not getting weekly pays. I'm not getting any other pays. They haven't paid me for a job that I completed, and they're probably, and they're trying to pressure me to get in contact with my bank and go to my bank just so I can confirm, the bank's only plan to ask me in is to shut down my account and kick me out. So I've yeah, I'm walking around that situation. I contacted them by message, and it says it takes a month. Up to a month. It could take 2 weeks. It could take a month for the bank to get back to me. So I just left that in the air, and if they unlock my account, I'm just gonna use it for other things in the future. But so far they haven't unlocked my account. So that's why I'm looking for jobs, because this job didn't work out, so I need money from another source. I applied for Centrelink for the same courses that I applied for with them last year, but they haven't gotten back to me, and just 80% they probably won't approve. And I did do it quite speedy. Wasn't 100% accurate with the information, but I was fairly accurate. I sort of want to get Centrelink, but I don't know if they'll approve. So, sure, they're gonna take at least a month to get back to me on that. And in the meantime, I'm looking for work, and I got this interview, and I had an interview with another business in the city, and I sort of want the city business more, but once again, my feelings come up, and my feelings say, well, I don't think this may be a good place to work, but but it's not in the same context as it was last year, because last year I was worried that it might be associated with this work from home job that I do, and just showing up would eradicate me from my work from home position or whatever. So I didn't really want to do that, because I really don't think I can work 11 hours in a day. I only work 3 hours and I'm exhausted. So I wasn't really too thrilled about that 11-hour window every day, 5 days a week. But this year I might go for it. I don't have the same worries, because I know that now that this job was a scam. But once again, you can worry, well, if that company is associated with this company, then the whole job could be a scam. But yeah, but once again, that's a wild seed of the city. But I would rather work there, because in the city I just walk 10 minutes. But if this other job was sort of legitimate, and you don't actually get in trouble to work there and stuff, I might go for it. But I looked up on the website, and everyone's faces are in character form. I'm thinking, and I don't know, just I know in the past they may have been wild when they first opened their company, but I don't know whether they're still wild or not, or whether it's a totally good job and it's just somewhere else. I don't want to get involved in a company which is evil, so so the location tells me, okay, these are sex companies, and you get pressured to have sex on the job, because in my mind, in this particular area, that's what people do in that area. So I'm thinking, oh, this area, I don't want to even go there, So I think the city job would be a bit safer, but I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. So that's why, I don't want to think about things. But I do have these feelings once again, and I'm going, maybe I shouldn't actually show up at the interview. I don't want to have strange people look at me, or be associated with strange people. I want to just be associated with normal business, even if they treat you like crap. At least it'll feel safe until they tell you that you're not going to be able to work there anymore. So I don't want to work for a small rich business, or a small business which is grown very wealthy and people knock you down. I don't really want that. I just want a normal business which is wealthy, and people are just OHR compliant or HR compliant, and they sort of support a good, safe area to work in, and yeah. So, or I could be like my sister and like go and show up to every interview and see how it goes. That's what my sister would do. I mean, my sister would have gone to this interview. But for me, like, I just get stuck nibbling on feelings and thoughts and until I'm sinking the job. So, I don't really know what to do. I'm not even sure if I'll get it. I don't have perfect looks, so that sort of, immediately kicks me out a little bit. But I don't want to be caught in a job which works me way too long hours and gets me in trouble. I don't want that. So I'm still chewing on it, chewing on the bone. I'm sure the interview is okay. I mean, I could show it to the interview, but I don't know what I would do if they gave me a job offer. I'd be like, I'd be like feeling bad if it was an evil company. I'd want to do the job, of course, but I don't want to be chosen and end up, caught in bad business. So that's sort of what I'm really on. I'm thinking, should I, shouldn't I? I don't, so. Or maybe I should just cut the crap, go to the Gold Coast and see if I can pick up any good videos there. I may can. And then I can put them on YouTube, and then somehow that makes everything better. I don't know. But it's in the back of my mind that I should challenge myself once a week to go to somewhere like the Gold Coast, but I just don't do it because I couldn't be bothered, I mean, sitting on trains is pretty exhaustive sometimes. I'd have to go early in the morning. I have to leave by 8, and if I leave by 8, I'll be there by like 9:30. And that's not too bad. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? The trick is to leave early. But it's just a waste of money on the Gold Coast. I just go there just to be like somewhere else, But yeah, I don't always like to go because I get sick while sitting on trains. No, no, I get sick sometimes. Sometimes I get a heart murmur and I don't know what to do about it. And if I'm with like family, like they'll be like, "Oh, let's collect food," run around collecting food for you, But when I'm by myself, I'm like, I just put up with it by myself, and I'm like, I haven't like ever had a heart attack. I'll put it that way. Even when I'm struggling. So I just like take all the vitamins in the world and start chewing on them.